Welcome back guys to windlass installation video. This is part 2. This will be all about the wiring. The bolts are in place and nothing is sealed, nothing is connected right now, and we still need to drill out that hole for the chain. That's the windlass motor and those are the old cables. The cables are now in place. I just glued them to the ceiling. Put some silicone spray on the terminals. That's it. And of course, nothing is as smooth as you want it to be. So the problem now is that the position of the new windlass is further to the right. This protection plate over here is not in the correct position, so the chain just jumps off it all the time. So what we need to do is change the shape of this and move it down a bit. Alright, it's getting there, halfway through. First time ever using an angle grinder to cut something. Just done grinding before. Okay, that's the new shape. Let's try to fit that to the deck. There we go. That's much better, and that will definitely do the job. So I've done the deck installation and simply hooked it up to the old wiring and the old relay and everything, and it worked. So we've been using that now for a little while, and what we've seen is that whenever we use the windlass, the battery voltage drops 11 point something. So I suspect the old cables are too thin, or that relay is not made for the new windlass electrical motor. So we're going to switch out the cables to new one, bigger cables, and a brand new relay. Alright, that is the old relay box and the old wiring. Alright, well, let's get it out. Okay, that's what it looks like now. All the old wires are gone. This box over here is just a remote wireless receiver. I don't think we'll be using that, so I simply cut that out. That's the old relay. Some cables for the deck switches, we'll still keep those. That's the old power supply cables. That's the new cable. That's the one we'll be using. I need to put some terminals on it though, and drill a bigger hole to the anchor locker. Okay, so that's wide enough to get the new cables through. There we go, that'll do. We have our new cables over here, and the old cables are still here as well. Let's hook it up. Oh, so the terminals doesn't fit. I need to drill those out. Okay, that's the new cables in place. Let's do the inside. So that's the plus cable, that's the minus cable. Still need to put a terminal on that. This is the plus, the positive for the foot switches, and these two are the negatives. And here's the new relay. It's a lot bigger, heavier than the last one. No idea what goes where. Let's try to figure that out. Okay, just had a look at the Lofrans Kobra wiring schematics, and it looks fairly easy. We should have a battery positive, battery negative, and windlass positive or negative, either way we want. And these guys are for the foot switches. So common negative, and a control cable to the up and down switches, and we just put a common positive for the switches 0 here. So that's the battery negative. This one will need to go to battery negative as well. So I'll just connect this one with a small cable up here. That's it. So I found a few terminals. That one works. My usual one is a bit too small. That one won't work. This is a little bit bigger. I'll just need to drill that one out. Oh, already. But no paper. I don't really want this hard plastic. It's for cars and in dry areas, so I'll just get rid of that. There we go. Any professional electrician would just scream seeing me do this, but it works. There we go. It's on there. Some shrinking tube. Where the heck is the lighter? First one's done, let's get the other ones. Okay, so I put terminals on all the cables and just hooked it up. That should be it. Let's give that a try. All good.